Okay, so in the last video we created a basic HTML page, and now what we're going to do is do some basic styling. I'm going to take a screenshot of the Spotify page, and then I'm going to put that into Fireworks first. Just create a background image now. Which will hopefully pick up the default size based on the clipboard. So when I create a new document, it's picked up the fact that I've got a 1080 screen at the moment. Click OK, and then just paste that in. Control and V. Let's just zoom out. Try and line it up with the screen. I think what I'll do is I'll make it slightly bigger, so that we don't see the browser controls at the top of the screen. Now I'm going to save that into the same folder as my other images. For the last example was inside of htdocs, then images. So I'll just call that. Let's see. This would be better to save as compressed, flattened PNG rather than a Fireworks PNG. So it doesn't carry all the extra information that a Fireworks PNG would. Let's call that Spotify BG. Stands for background. I can close Fireworks down now. And go back to Dreamweaver. That should show up if I refreshed my file inspector. There we go, there are the other images that exist. So I'm all ready to go. So currently the page in the browser looks a bit like this. Text runs right across the side of the screen. Everything's a little bit less than standardized. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set some information using CSS. So I need to make sure that I can see the CSS styles panel in the right hand side of Dreamweaver. If not, I would find it under Window, then CSS styles there. So at the bottom of that panel there's the new CSS rule icon, which looks like a new document icon. So click on that and it creates what's known as a rule. Now I'm going to create this rule in what's known as a new style sheet file. This is going to relate to what is known as a tag, so specifically the tags that are in HTML. And in this case I'm going to do the body tag. The body tag encompasses everything in the visible page. So anything that you can see in the browser window comes inside of the body tags. That includes all of your headings, your images, everything. So I'm going to click OK now. It'll ask me why I want to create this CSS file. So I'll put that in my CSS folder and I'll just call that main for now. Click save, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change a few things. So for example, I might just have a different font family. So I'll go with this one. Font size I'm going to make slightly bigger, so I'm going to go 1.2 and use something known as EM, which basically is a scalable type size, which is only really for screen use. I'm then going to go to the bit that says box. I'm going to make the width of the box, which is essentially the whole page, 1200 pixels. And I'm going to click OK to that. I'm then going to save both files, which I've now got a HTML file and a CSS file, by going File, Save All, and then I'm going to check this in the browser by refreshing the page. And we're going to see how it's changed. This is slightly typeface has changed, it looks a little bit tidier, and it all fits within one side of the page. Going back to the CSS inspector in Dreamweaver, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a few extra properties. So I'm going to put something known as padding in. This basically puts a little bit of space at the sides of the body so that text doesn't appear against the very edge of it. I'm going to put in a background image. And then using the file inspector, go into images, find the Spotify background, and then click OK. And then we will put in a bit of a border. Okay, so what I'm going to type in is thin, because I want it to be thin. I'm going to give it a specific colour. In this case I'm going to give it white, which is done with the hashtag and then FFF and then the word solid. So this is going to put a border around the body, hopefully. Just double check that in the CSS file. I might even go with dashed. Save that. And just see what's happened in the page itself. There we go. So now you can see that there's a dotted line that outlines the body. We can't really see the text at the moment, but we can see that the background image is being affected. So what I'm going to do now is change the way that things are styled in the rest of the page. So I'm going to add some new rules. So first I'm going to go with a tag again. I'm going to use P, click OK, and I'm just going to give it a background colour of white. So all paragraphs have got a background colour of white. Okay. And I'm going to create a rule for headings. And what I can actually do is put H1, comma, H2, click OK. See, that might be compound. And change the background colour for those to a slightly grey colour. Click apply. In fact, I might make it a slightly bluey grey, so it stands out a little bit more. Then I'll also just need to put a little bit of padding onto my P property. So you can see I just clicked on P, I'm going to add property, padding to the left, padding to the right, of another 5 pixels, and then we'll just look at that page again after saving this. File, save all. So I haven't really changed anything in the HTML document at this point in time, but I will do some. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a margin to the body tag, and that will be auto. What that does is it will center it in the page. So I'm just going to save everything again. Okay, so it's starting to stand out a little bit. Might still look a little bit confusing. And then I'm going to give the image tag a rule. So I'm going to tag img, and we know that this is a tag because we go look in the split view and you see it there where the image has been inserted. Click OK, and then I'm going to change the background colour to a grey colour. And I'm also going to create a box and add some padding all the way around it of 5 pixels. Okay, so it stands out a little bit from the rest of the page. And that should be for now. I mean, you can make the back a little bit more, and it does. And there we go. So that's my current page with a background image, bit of information in. At a later point, what we will do is we'll put some links into the other pages. But for now, this is how the pages will be put together, which is heading for the title, heading for the subtitles, some paragraphs for the different pieces of information that you've created by looking at the examples, and that should be enough. Okay.